Oh, actually, I found out that my papa's mom had red hair, and that's where I got my red hair from.
No way.
Oh my goodness. Kick a baby.
Kick a baby.
They're already like.
It
That's
depends.
really mean to think
if we could set up some sort of like goalpost, definitely kick.
Just because South Park would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it feels less I don't
know, have you ever seen-
kick someone?
have you ever seen
punch him,
the-
you're, like feeling him with your hand? If you kick him, you're just like, yeah, you kick him.
First of all,
Have you seen the campaign?
Yeah.
When he just socks the baby twice? Oh, it's so good.
The band started out of jealousy.
Well, this is gonna get real deep.
Our friend Miles had a band and he played a talent show, and myself and Jared, our bass player, looked at each other and were like, damn, we need to do that. So we ended up making a band, and Miles, that guitar player of that band, actually joined our band later on, and then got replaced by Eric. And
All went downhill from there.
that's the long story short.
And then, yeah, we eventually found this guy on the side of the road one day, picked him up.
I was a homeless
He was
child.
homeless. He was a professional couch surfer,
Yeah.
and I think he finally has a place.
Yeah.
Finally. 31 years later.
Yeah.
31 years later.
Because they used to be in a punk band, like Blessthefall used. What was it wasn't the first name, but it was
Unknown Nation.
Unknown Nation.
Jared was singing.
What?
Nice.
Yeah.
Learning stuff about our band.
Jared's hiding in that stairwell.
Man,
Come down here.
talking about how you sing. Oh,
That's his warm up.
that's his warm up.
Skadoosh, 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 skadoosh.
Matt's
That's
parents
fair.
were in the band at some point.
Matt's dad used to be front row at every show.
You'd be the guy in the crowd like, Blessthefall.
He'd start the chant.
One more song. Like every time, we're like, yeah, right on. The first time we ever played at Irving Plaza in New York, it was like our first big tour ever. It was Radio Rebellion with Norma Jean. And all of Matt's family came out. Like his parents flew out there, like his entire extended family. Like we probably brought alone like 30 of his family members, and they're all just like freaking out. We're the opening band, no one knows that. And they're just like, one more song, amazing, yeah!
And Norma Jean in between the band, and you're like,
They're all like,
what the heck is going on? These idiots.
No. All of our families are
Yeah.
very supportive.
they're all very on board now,
Yeah.
which is good. You want to listen to your parents, but
Oh, yeah.
they're there for a guideline, not necessarily to tell you exactly what to do. Because I think sometimes when parents try forcing too much down someone's throat, that's when you're really going to rebel and go off on the wrong path. Like, you got to let your kid, like, you know, just
Discover
be
who they
creative.
are, yeah,
you know,
be creative.
you can't put them in a box, or else they're just going to freak out and they're going to break through the box and then they're going to run out the box and they're going to run as far as they can in the wrong direction. You know, just because they're going to be like, God, fuck this! I've been doing this my entire life.
Yeah.
So I think you need to have the reins, but a little loose. Parents just like, especially our parents, they grew up in an age where it's kind of like you go to school, you go to college, you try to get a white collar job, buy a house.
the safe route.
The safe route, you know. And it's like for me, I was in high school. I did my last year online, so not only did I convince my parents to support me doing the band, but I convinced them to let me go tour
While in
instead of
school.
going while in school. That was I tried avoiding talking to my dad about that. I tried persuading my mom, so then I wouldn't have to talk to him about it because I was like, okay, I convinced my mom. That means I pretty much convinced my dad too.
I mean, just going to see your favorite bands and listening to all their lyrics and seeing the lives, watching interviews of your favorite bands and hearing their success stories, or you know, and what they had to go through to get to where they were. It makes it helps you.
You relate.
Yeah, you relate to them, and you're more driven to keep going and trying. You're like, man, it took this band this long to do this. You know, now they're doing great, and
It definitely brings comfort because then it makes you be like, oh, we're not the only ones going through this crap. Like when you watch like bands that, you know, they're massive now. Like I remember watching like that first Blink documentary.
Yeah.
And they were just saying how they were going through like being in vans, doing this, like barely
Playing
making
garages
fuel,
and-
playing garage. You're like, oh, okay.
yeah,
We're doing that. We're doing that too.
yeah.
And look where they are.
And they did it in an era where like the internet didn't exist.
Yeah. So.
Basic. I mean, as far as lyrics go, it's all real life. You know, real life struggles and stories that I tell. You know, and we all kind of like. You know, there'd be songs where we kind of both, you know, we'll work on them together and kind of like blend our ideas together, but you know, it's all, you know, I'm not telling, you know, fairy tales or anything like that, so I think it's pretty relatable to, you know, kids that are going through the same exact things that we go through or that we went through, and we've all gone through a lot of shit. And when you look back at it, you're like, that shaped me to the person I am today. If it wasn't for these things going wrong back then and me going through what I did, I wouldn't be who I am today. We wouldn't be who we are. And so it shapes you, shapes your character and your personality, and just keep fighting through it and try to look beyond the problems you're going through right now. There's a song called Don't Say Goodbye on the last record, and there's one girl came up to me at Warped Tour with a letter, and she had like scars and stuff, and she's like, hey man, just want to let you know, like you changed my life. Here's this letter, just read it. I'm like, okay, yeah, of course. I try to read as many as I can, and it was just like super moving to see that we had this impact on this kid whose life could have gone completely the other direction, and who knows where she could have ended up, but now she's like changed her life. She's staying in school and not doing drugs or whatever it might be, and just because of us. And so I thought it'd be rad to write a song about our impact on this certain fan, but in a broad way. So.
What's up? I'm Jared.
I'm Elliot.
I'm Bo.
I'm Matt.
I'm Eric. And we are
Blessthefall. And you're here with Peter Says Denim
and HiddenCitySounds.